Hey everybody, it's Ansley here from Team Music Insider, and today we have a very special guest with us, Morton.
Hello.
You started your acting career at a very young age. What inspired you to try acting at all?
Well, when I was 7 years old, my older sisters, I have three of them, convinced me to tag along to the audition of the community play where I grew up. And then I reluctantly went, and I did it, and then I happened to fall in love with performing.
Well, that's awesome. What actor has influenced you?
Jim Carrey has been a huge influence on my life, especially since I really enjoy comedy. Um, and then also like Robin Williams, he's a really good example for somebody who's been able to do comedy and dramatic stuff as well.
So you're well known for your role as Derby on his show, Mr. Young. What was that whole experience like playing Derby?
That was a huge that role changed my life. It was so much fun to get to go to work every day and call it work, but really what I did was I just went and played a character that I got to make people laugh and perform in front of a live audience, and it was a great balance of theater and film, and it was so cool. And now one of my big goals in life is to do another sitcom because that was just so much fun.
Are there any other projects in the works you can tell us about?
Well, I just did an episode of Supernatural a few weeks ago, and that'll be airing this month in October. Their new season airs October 13th, I believe, and I'm in the 4th episode of season 12.
Cool. So you also have started a YouTube channel. I've seen a few of your videos, and they're hilarious. What made you want to start YouTube videos?
Well, I really wanted a medium where I could interact with fans from Mr. Young and sort of grow a fan base so I could still entertain people in my free time when I wasn't auditioning or when I wasn't filming something, and I could sort of test my own material because I've done stand-up before and I've done lots of performing improv and stuff like that. So I wanted to write my own stuff and make my own videos to sort of entertain myself while entertaining other people.
So what's the process to make a Morton YouTube video?
Usually I come up with an idea, whatever it is. I try and come up with something a bit obscure, and then I usually write myself a rough sort of outline or script, and then I just sort of have fun with it. There's a lot of improvisation and a lot of just coming up with stuff on the spot because I find that's the most organic and most sort of playful.
For sure. What was your favorite music video or YouTube video to make?
I have two. I think my most favorite one was the shower thoughts one. I really want to make another one of those. And I really enjoyed making I really like doing the ones that I'll do with another person. Like I make videos with my girlfriend sometimes, so I really like doing those ones. The yoga challenge video was a lot of fun.
Do you have any other collaborations in the future?
Yeah, well, I have a couple of friends who are actors that I really wanna do YouTube videos with. I really want to do a YouTube video with Harrison Hood, who's actually on Some Assembly Required.
Okay.
And he has his own YouTube channel, so we've been talking about the idea of that for a little while.
What's your craziest fan encounter you've had?
Craziest fan encounter? Well, I've had lots of like really positive fan encounters. I haven't had any like really like crazy or bad fan encounters. One that always stands out to me that was like one of my very first fan encounters at a live show for Mr. Young was a girl ran up to me and was like, "Oh my God, you're hotter than Justin Bieber." And that made me laugh because I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting comparison, but thank you."
What social media platform do you use most to stay connected to your fans?
I used to use Twitter a lot, but now I find myself, I really like posting pictures on Instagram and hearing what people have to say and talking to people other than YouTube, because that's another good place to sort of comment on a video and I'll try and reply.
So another passion you have other than acting is making videos is tap dancing. How did you get into tap dancing?
Well, again, my older sisters had been doing dance for years, and then when I was 10, my entire family started doing dance classes together. So my parents were taking tap, and my sisters were taking tap, and I decided to try it. And again, it was one of those things that I just sort of fell in love with, and I really enjoyed doing, and I kept it up all these years. And I actually have a mentor in Vancouver here His name's Jim Hibbard, and he's like 72 now, but he still teaches classes every week. And he was in when he was like 15, 16. He started doing film and television in LA. So he was in musicals like Hello Dolly and stuff like that. And yeah.
Have you ever been starstruck by someone because of this career?
Yeah, a couple times. I was doing one of the Buddies movies. I was doing Santa Buddies, and I saw on the call sheet that Christopher Lloyd was in the movie. And I'm a huge fan of like Back to the Future and My Favorite Martian. So I went and found his trailer, and he was super nice. I got an autograph from my dad, and I really enjoy that. Like, when I don't get Star Trek that often, but when I do, it's usually an older actor who's from like more classic movies. And I'm always really humbled to find out that they're just a regular person and they're totally fine with somebody approaching them for an autograph or just a hug or something like that.
What's an average day for Gig Morton look like?
Usually I get up and I have a shower and I try and find something to do. I try and make every day fun. So I'll work on ideas for YouTube videos, or I'll go on some sort of adventure with my girlfriend, or I train parkour. So in the evenings, I'll usually go to there's a gym in Vancouver, and I'll go train parkour. I really like to try and stay in shape. And I often have lots of auditions. So I'll be going to an audition for a TV show or a movie, or like I just finished recording a couple of voiceover auditions for an animated series.
Cool. How has this whole acting career experience been for you?
It's been a whirlwind adventure. Like, every day is different, and that's something I really love about it. And it's definitely something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I can't picture myself doing anything else.
What goals have you set for yourself in your career and personal life?
Well, career-wise, like I said before, I really want to be on a sitcom, but I would really like to be on something that's considered like a classic sitcom. Like, Friends has turned out to be like such a classic name in sitcom. Same thing with How I Met Your Mother. Like, I watch that show almost every day. So I would love to be in something that is at one point considered a classic like that. And then I really want to be in a movie that shows in theaters across the nation.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years in your career and personal life?
In 5 years, I would love to be living in LA, auditioning, and hopefully working on a series.
Cool. So last question. What advice can you give my followers if they want to become an actor like you?
The advice I always give people when it comes to acting and just following any passion or dream is just never give up. That's something that, like, every day I go, oh, should I be doing this? And then I remember, oh, I love it so much. And that's sort of like a mantra that I have, is just never give up. If it's something that you really, really want, you should never, ever give up.
Well, thanks again for taking the time out of your busy schedule to do this interview with us.
No problem. I had lots of fun.
Me too. Bye.
Bye.